Greetings, my dear Aries. This is your tarot guide, Angelica, and you are watching the channel Tarot and Life. Today, I have for you a tarot reading for October 2025. Let me remind you, the readings here on Tarot and Life are general. If you are interested, feel free to subscribe. Well then, my dears, let us step into October together. Let's see what this month has prepared, especially for you. As always, we'll look at the 3 most important events awaiting you in October 2025. So, the first important event, the second, and the third. After that, we'll draw from another deck. We'll see what awaits you in your professional life. We'll also look at your finances in October 2025 and what your income may be. We'll explore your personal life, your relationships if you're in one, and in general what awaits you in love this month. And of course, we'll touch upon health matters, what you should pay attention to regarding your well-being in October 2025. And finally, advice from the cards just for you for October 2025. So, let's begin. Your first important event is the Justice card. The second is the 3 of Cups. And the third is the Chariot. I would say the beginning looks quite promising. Certain matters will find resolution, maybe legal issues, maybe questions of karma, or perhaps you will be able to bring someone to justice. This will surely bring you joy, a sense of celebration, and something important in your life will finally move forward. The process will gain momentum and you will advance. Now let's look in more detail. The card of Justice may point to official matters. You might be dealing with institutions, handling documents, signing papers, or holding serious discussions. It may also indicate inspections by authorities, or perhaps your boss might suddenly appear and say, "Show me your report. What exactly are you working on?" This card is tied to official paperwork, registrations, signatures, and seals. All of that will be relevant for you. Justice may also point to examinations. And not only at university, this could be any kind of test. The card shows that you may either be preparing for exams or actually going through them. It doesn't reveal the result, but it's showing the process of being tested, evaluated. This could also mean professional qualification exams, courses, or other learning situations where you are tested. Justice may, of course, also point to a court case, that one is either ongoing or one that may come to a conclusion in October. Then we have the 3 of Cups. This is the card of celebration. It can be a joyous occasion with a reason behind it, or simply a spontaneous gathering with friends, a party you host or attend. It speaks of happiness in the company of those dear to you, of laughter, warmth, and the joy of shared moments. Sometimes these events may connect with justice, sometimes not. But what is clear is this. The 3 of Cups tells us that if there is a problem, if you find yourself in a crisis, you will discover a beautiful way out, a brilliant solution to the challenge at hand.
Naturally, about this, you will feel relief, joy. Your mood will be wonderful. And this card speaks precisely of finding a happy solution. And as a result of this fortunate outcome, or even a victory in some crisis situation over someone or something, you will celebrate, gathering your friends. Perhaps it will simply mean reaching an agreement with someone, finding a way to solve the problem, coming to a friendly compromise. Or it may also be that with the Three of Cups, you will receive support from others, and that support will give you the strength to achieve your goals, to resolve certain matters. But in any case, the Three of Cups points to a time, perhaps even an entire month, filled with joy, where everything falls beautifully into place and something truly wonderful enters your life. You may even receive gifts here, gifts of fate, when a heavy burden is lifted, when a difficulty is gone. And of course, there may also be material gifts. Take note, the Three of Cups is a powerful card. It even suggests that a wish may come true. And again, this could touch your professional sphere, your personal life, or any other heartfelt desire. For example, winning a court case or successfully passing an exam. The Three of Cups assures you, yes, this will come to pass. Your wish will be fulfilled. Overall, the Three of Cups speaks of moments when everything comes together. And because everything is working out, resolving itself, developing beautifully, you feel the fullness of life. And now, the third card, the Chariot. This card means action, initiative, self-confidence, breakthroughs, and movement forward. It may manifest in events such as travel, an important journey, a significant business trip, a relocation, or simply news arriving that allows you to advance your affairs, brings joy, or helps resolve a matter, or frees you from a problem. The Chariot also carries the meaning of victory in its occult sense. So here it can be seen as triumph in a legal matter, triumph over adversaries, triumph in examinations, or in successfully passing inspections, and so on. In any case, this card points to situations where you must step forward, be decisive, make quick choices. But as I said, through determination, through confidence in yourself and in your actions, you will win. And indeed, with the Chariot, any trial that fate brings you in October, you can endure it. It is within your strength. And not only to endure, but to conquer it, to emerge victorious, brilliantly so. Well then, let us move on. In terms of events, everything here looks very good, truly wonderful. Now, let's see what awaits you in your professional life. Here we have the Ace of Data. And what about your finances? Here appears the Two of Data. In this deck, the Ace of Data corresponds to the Ace of Swords. This belongs to the element of air, and of course, it is a card that points to clarity, to break through illusions in your professional activity, in business, in the monetization of your knowledge, skills, talents, and abilities. It helps you see things in their true light, which naturally allows you to clearly and adequately evaluate situations at work and also to make important decisions. On one hand, the Ace of Swords suggests a lot of intellectual labor, processing and transmitting information, working with data, requiring you to constantly keep your mind sharp and active. Without doubt, under this ace, there may be scientific work, much mental effort, tasks involving deep analysis, searching for the right solutions. At its best, this card may play out as conferences, symposiums, seminars, presentations of your projects and ideas. Because the Ace of Data is also the birth of a new idea, a new project, or a new passion, and the striving to bring that idea forward as far as possible. And once again, thanks to this very drive, perhaps the very energy of the Chariot, your idea will advance, take root, and you may reach a truly triumphant success, especially if it concerns new projects, fresh beginnings, or innovative visions. There may also be a touch of rivalry here, competition with colleagues or with external opponents. It might even show up as a conflict that you will most likely resolve through legal channels or official institutions. And of course, The Ace of Data can also point to a period of study. Perhaps you enroll somewhere, or you enhance your qualifications. So matters of learning, of intellectual or scientific work will be relevant here. Then, in finances, we see the Two of Data, which corresponds to the Two of Swords in traditional decks. And on this card, it even says directly that in October, you will be defending your finances. Situations may arise in which you'll have to stand your ground, protecting your financial position, perhaps against someone acting against you, and you'll resist firmly. This stage is about confrontation, clarification, the desire to resolve matters decisively, powerfully, yet always lawfully. The Two of Data also suggests that money will be present, but you'll be balancing several streams at once. If, for instance, you are studying or taking courses, you will need to combine the costs of education with work, ensuring there is enough for everything. Perhaps you'll also make investments, balancing them with your daily efforts. So no, October is not a time when money simply falls from the sky, leaving you without limits. There will still be boundaries, but you will realistically evaluate your financial situation, choosing a wise strategy, weighing all pros and cons carefully, and you will put to use all your knowledge, and most likely you'll be learning even more. Perhaps not only skills for your profession, but also financial knowledge, new systems, new investments, new opportunities. So yes, money will be there, and alongside it, you'll be learning, expanding, and strengthening your mastery in matters of both money and career. Now let us turn to your personal life. Here we have the Five of Cups. This is a card that says October may feel tinged with sadness, with melancholy, with the sense of loss. The Five of Cups is the card of mourning something that was dear to your heart. For some, this may play out as the end of a relationship, and in that case, justice earlier might signify an official divorce. For others, it may be the disappointment in your beloved. It could also be a quarrel, a misunderstanding, or a deep wound from your partner. Sometimes everything seems fine, but then something happens that changes the way you see your other half. What once brought joy suddenly feels lost in October. And with this comes heavy emotions, perhaps tears, the need to cry it out, sorrow, disappointment. It may even bring the sense of being unwanted, abandoned, or a feeling of guilt that you couldn't preserve the relationship, that you couldn't find agreement. Of course, not always does the Five of Cups mean something so final. Sometimes it is simply disappointment when your partner behaves differently than you expected. For example, you may have believed your partner would remember an important date. You prepared for it, maybe reserved a table at a restaurant, thinking they too would remember, bring flowers, and spend the evening with you. And then they forgot. It may seem like a small thing, but still they forgot. And you may feel very upset about this, precisely because of such a small thing. It can bring you the sense that you are not valued, not respected, not loved the way you once were. And that, in turn, may cause inner pain and heartache. If you are not in a relationship, then October can bring two possible paths. Either you are still grieving a past relationship and not yet ready to welcome something new, or if someone new does appear, a meeting, an acquaintance, the beginning of a connection, you may find yourself disappointed. Perhaps this person will act in a way that does not match your vision of true love, and that may bring disillusionment. Now, let me also show you what appears at the bottom of the deck, the major arcana, the Lovers. So yes,
Matters of love and, most of all, matters of choice will be deeply important for you. And it will be wise this month to make your decision not with logic, but with your heart. If your relationship is dear to you, if you cherish one another, then the decision will lean toward preserving your union. But whatever your path, the choice must be one that your soul whispers to you. What does your heart truly long for? To remain with your beloved, or to recognize that the relationship has run its course and open to something new? The Five of Cups has already given its message, and here the lovers simply underline the importance of a heartfelt choice. Now, let us ask, if there is quarrel, misunderstanding, or hurt, will you reconcile? Will harmony return to your love life in October 2025? Yes, without doubt, especially if the man, in particular, embraces forgiveness, then reconciliation will come all the faster. The King of Cups shows healing, forgiveness, and the desire to be together once more. And right after him, at the bottom of the deck, shines the sun. This tells us that joy will return, wounds will be soothed, and love will be renewed. Reconciliation will prove to be the right choice for many of you. Now let us move on and see what deserves attention in the realm of health. Here we have the card of the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is closely tied to the moon, to lunar cycles, which in turn connect to hormonal cycles, to feminine rhythms, and even to pregnancy. And again, at the bottom of the deck, the sun appears, another card pointing toward fertility and pregnancy. So for some, reconciliation may even come through the news of a child on the way. For others, peace may simply return in a different way. Still, for those who are longing and hoping, the High Priestess can indeed speak of conception. She can also indicate hormonal imbalances or cycles that affect health. The Priestess rules over memory, dreams, mood, the emotional body. So in October, you may notice mood swings, restlessness, even insomnia. Or perhaps you realize your memory seems weaker, that you are forgetting little things. This does not mean a serious condition, only that attention is needed. And the remedy is simple. Keep your mind active, keep learning, and memory will remain strong. One more thing. The Priestess also governs hidden matters. So some conditions may be misdiagnosed or may have a hidden course. Therefore, if you feel any persistent discomfort in October, do not ignore it. Seek examination, run diagnostics. It is, I would even say, essential.
And now, let us move to the advice card. Here we have the Eight of Cups. And remember, this card does not describe events. It gives you guidance, a spiritual suggestion for October. The Eight of Cups whispers, spend some time alone. This may especially touch your personal relationships, where solitude helps you reflect on your feelings, your thoughts, your needs. It is also a gentle invitation to change your rhythm of life, to step away for a while, take a vacation, find rest, ideally somewhere in the mountains or by water, the sea, a lake, or the ocean. Such a retreat will allow you to clear your mind, restore your energy, and surround yourself with calm, healing vibrations. And if the theme of pregnancy is relevant for you, then rest by the sea will be especially supportive, uplifting both your well-being and your mood. So, my dear Aries, this is the forecast I have prepared for you. And as we come to a close, let me say this. If this video found you by chance in recommendations, then perhaps you may not see my readings again.
But if you are subscribed to Tarot and Life, then every day I will be here, bringing you fresh, heartfelt readings. So do subscribe. Here you will always find guidance for your soul. I thank you sincerely for watching, for subscribing, for your likes and your comments. That is all for today, my dear ones. With love, your Angelica. I embrace you, and for now, goodbye.